Hey guys, it's Daphne, and we are working on the inside of Stamperia Princess, and I've chosen these two. I just love these pages, and this is from the 12 by 12. So I mean, you can use this side as well, but I really like this sort of collage here, so that's what I'm going to use on the inside, front and back cover. And I'm just going to do a little dry fitting, and then we're going to glue these down. And I just noticed I need to add tape to my hinges. So what I'm looking for is to make sure the edge of the mat does not go into the score line, the hinge area here, because if it does, then it's going to want to buckle the paper. And I just noticed I used bookbinding tape on this album, and it didn't quite meet. I'm usually much more precise and get those edges to meet. They don't meet, so I'm going to ink the edge because the inside threads are actually white. Okay, so I just did that with my Sharpie to cover it up. Okay, this one looks good, so I'm going to double check. It looks like I've inked the edges, so I'm ready to go ahead and glue it down. But first, there's the cover. I just want to make sure I'm putting it in right side up. Really close. I'm going to slide this out a little. It's very close to the hinge area, so I am going to shift it a little more out away from the hinge. There we go. That should be good. Okay, that's going to be enough clearance. Okay, definitely. Okay, I didn't put it tight enough to the edge here, so that looks good. Now let's dry fit and check the back cover. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, I'm going to burnish this all down. Okay, so there's our inside liners, and let's go ahead and put some tape on our hinge. I forgot to do that earlier. Cap my glue. Although I don't know where my cap went. So I'll get back to that in just a second. Okay. In the meantime, I'll keep my eyes peeled for it. I don't know, it might have rolled off my desk somehow. All right, let's get this put down. Okay, so I think I'm going to wrap this up, and then when I come back, we're going to actually install the pages. But I'm going to pause and double check the order of my pages, and then we'll get them installed. That did not go on straight. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to take a break, find the cap to my glue, and then when I come back, we will install the pages. Okay, be back soon. Hey everyone, it's Daphne from Scrap and Create, and we are working on page 1 of Stamperia's Princess. So I'm going to tell you I am using for page 1 both the A side of the flaps and the base are going to be from the 8x8 collection pack. And I'm using this paper, and I'm using both sides. So what I did is I split the image right where there's this natural divide for the cover, and then this is going to be the base page. So I'll set these aside just so you have an idea of where we're headed. And we're going to install these 2 flaps to the left and right. Now these are not exactly the same size. One is 4 1/8 by 8, the other is 4 by 8. And the reason they're not exactly the same size is because of the way I split the page. That's just where the image split perfectly for me. So that is how I came up with those sizes. So the 4 1/8 is going to go on the left hand side, and the 4" is going to go on the right hand side. Now I'm looking at this and I want to double check. Yeah, that's right. That is right. Okay, we're on page 1. That didn't go in straight at all. Look how bad I did. So I'm going to lift this up and straighten it. But I'm going to pause so you don't have to watch that. Okay, I salvaged it. I actually wound up laying it into my trimmer and trimming it. And if you do that, you got to be very careful that you don't cut into the actual pocket. So I was able to successfully straighten those edges out without having to start over. But the idea is that you put it in straight the first time. Okay, we're going to need 2 magnets, 2 sets. 1 for each panel. Okay, here we go. Okay, and then again, we're on page 1. And this is going to be our base. We're going to have just a nice, simple, large base. And I don't feel like I need to do a lot of color blocking because there's such a strong pattern to work with here. Looks good. And I have inked the edges, so we can go ahead and lay this down. Okay. Now, let's see, I think this is the way it goes. Yeah, okay. It's a little hard to see the edge there. There we go. Okay, and I've already inked this, so it's ready to go down. And again, it's just the flip side, same designer paper. I used 2 packs of the 8x8. That's why I have 2 of the same pattern. And again, this is from the 8x8, which I think I already said. There we go. And now we'll do this side. And it is inked and ready to go. That's a very simple design, just two simple flaps. So as a rule of thumb, usually the stronger the image, the simpler I go with my flap design. Just because the paper sort of does the talking for you, and adding a whole bunch of, trying to coordinate a whole bunch of these papers, it just starts to look super busy. Okay, so there you go. So there's the inside, the outside, and you can lay it either way. Now we need to dress the inside panels, so hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, let's go ahead and finish up page 1. So while I was away, I went ahead and trimmed out these 2 pieces of paper. They're going to go on the B side of page 1 flaps. And again, I just want to remind you that the centerpiece here, I've got glue on my hand, sorry. The centerpiece here is from the 8x8 collection pack, and the 2 pieces that I'm going to use on the B side of these flaps is from the 12x12 collection pack. And while I was away, I trimmed them and inked them, so this should go pretty quickly. I need to make sure I've got them on the right sides. Yes, I do. Okay. So if you recall, when we were constructing the page, these 2 flaps are not exactly the same size. So as you're trimming these out, make sure you're measuring both sides, because one is a little smaller than the other by 1/8 inch. And that's because of the pattern where I chose to split the paper. Normally I would have made them even, but I was really cutting around the pattern of the paper. So that is the logic behind that. Oh hey, while I've got you guys watching, it's time for you to stock up on your art glitter glue. So we are hearing from our suppliers that and our vendors that there's going to be some issues in the supply chain, us getting products. So you want to make sure you stock up on your art glitter glue. Remember, there's part of the year we can't ship the product when it gets below 40 degrees. I mean, we're a ways out, but we also know that there's going to be some interruption to the supply chain, and I'm sure that's related to COVID. So make sure you get your orders in for your art glitter glue and get stocked up so that you can keep crafting. Okay, there we go. And I will probably send out a reminder if you're subscribed to our website to remind you to go ahead and stock up on that while we have it in stock and before there's any interruption to supply. Okay, so that is the end of page 1.